opened the front door after another brutal chemo session and found the house stripped of warmth. My wife and daughter were gone. No note. No explanation. Just silence that told me exactly how alone I really was. My name is Daniel. At the time, I was 42 and fighting stage 3 cancer. I was weak. I was scared. But I thought at least I still had my family. My wife, Chloe, and our 15-year-old daughter, Lily. I thought they would fight beside me. Turns out, they chose a different battle. One where I wasn't worth the effort. It started small. Chloe became distant. She always had an excuse to leave the room when I needed help. Her smiles were thin. Her phone stayed glued to her hand. And Lily followed her lead, treating me like a ghost in my own house. I convinced myself it was the stress of my diagnosis. I kept reminding myself they were scared, not cold. I was wrong. The day I came home from treatment and saw the suitcases missing from the closet, I knew. I tried calling her. Straight to voicemail. I tried calling Lily. Ignored. Within minutes, my brother texted me. I heard Chloe moved in with her sister. Is everything okay? I stared at the screen. I didn't have an answer. For weeks, I sat in that empty house with nothing but pain and medical paperwork to keep me company. The chemo made everything taste like metal and misery. On the darkest nights, I wondered if they left because they didn't want to watch me die. Or maybe because they didn't love me anymore. I didn't know which one hurt more. My neighbor, Mrs. Gardner, was the only one who checked in on me. She'd bring soup, sit for a while, tell me stories about her late husband so I didn't have to feel like a burden. She didn't owe me anything, yet she showed more care than the two people who were supposed to be my world. Months passed. I kept fighting. Some days I felt like giving up. But maybe the anger kept me alive. I recovered. Slowly. Painfully. But I won. When the doctors finally told me the cancer was gone, I cried in the parking lot alone. I wanted someone to celebrate with me. Someone to hug. But I drove back to an empty house. I spent the next few years rebuilding my life piece by piece. New job. New routines. Better health. My brother and I grew closer. I learned how to be happy again, even if it was quiet happiness. Then out of nowhere, they showed up. It was a Saturday morning. The doorbell rang. I opened it, expecting a package. Instead, Chloe and Lily stood there, awkward smiles on their faces. Chloe looked older. Lily looked like a young woman now. For a second, I froze. My heart didn't know whether to break again or lock itself shut. Chloe spoke first. You look good. Healthy. We heard you recovered. I kept my face still. Yeah. Years ago. Lily stepped forward. Dad, we were scared. Mom couldn't handle everything. We needed time. I'm sorry. I let the words hang there. They felt rehearsed. Clean. Nothing like the chaos they left behind. Then Chloe exhaled and revealed the real reason. We need somewhere to stay. Things didn't work out with my sister. And Lily wants help with college expenses. We thought, maybe we could be a family again. There it was. Not love. Not guilt. Not regret. Need. They abandoned me when I was dying. And returned when they wanted something from the man who refused to die. I didn't yell. I didn't shake. I didn't cry. I just stepped back and opened the door wider for a moment. Their eyes lit up like they had one. Then I walked past them and stood outside. Chloe looked confused. What are you doing? I'm giving you the house, I said calmly. You left it once. Maybe you'll appreciate it now. She blinked. What? You're leaving. I already left, I replied. A long time ago. You just didn't notice. I gave Lily one last look. She seemed like she wanted to speak, but no words came out. I got into my car and drove away. I didn't look back, not even once. I signed the house over within the week. It was paid off years ago. I didn't want anything tied to them. They called and texted dozens of times. I blocked them both after reading only one message from Chloe. You're being selfish. We're your family. Family shows up. Family stays. Family holds your hand when you're at your lowest, not when you're back on your feet. I rented a small apartment by the coast. Sometimes I sit outside and feel the breeze move through the air like a quiet reminder that life continues. I still don't know if forgiving them is possible. But I know one thing for sure. I survived cancer. And surviving them was the harder battle. If they ever come looking again, they'll realize the truth in that final moment at the door. They lost me long before they ever came back.